Happy holidays! I'm sure that for those of you who are watching this, some of you are cringing. And it's for you that I am creating this video blog. I'll be also writing some written blogs that you can access on my ingalarson.com website. But I wanted to just give to everybody what my thoughts are on the holidays. This is a really difficult season for many of my clients, and as I recall walking around last year, the year before, that many people were struggling with expectations around the holidays. So you're not alone, if that helps, even though you are. Some of you may be looking forward to spending time with family. You're not looking forward to that. Some of you are having family come to you. This is something that for my clients, I generally don't advise. The great thing about going to see family is that you have an escape route. If they're coming to see you, there's really not a whole lot you can do about creating your own space. Although, as a client of mine once did, she created a safe room inside of her own home that was not only supportive of her, but for a family member who had social anxiety. So that's one option for you. And then, of course, there's the third group, which is simply looking at facing the holidays by themselves. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is watching your expectations. If you're telling yourself that this year it's going to be different, if you are minimizing the terrible things that families sometimes say and do, that they have historically always done, or conversely, that you're telling yourself that they're just going to be really, really awful, and ignoring the fact that all family members are simply human beings, then you're setting yourself up to have a false holiday. What I would recommend is to be very cautious about what you're telling yourself and stay in your adult. You know that part of you that goes on alert whenever things feel scary or dangerous? When someone comes around you and they make you nervous? When you're about to go into a situation that's risky and something inside of you physically rises up, your tummy tightens, your throat tightens, that's your inner protector. Learn to actually have a conversation with that part of you. And moreover, learn to keep that protective part of you between family members and your inner children that may be hoping or despairing about how they're going to be treated. Never bring your inner child to the holidays unless you know you're safe. The other thing I also wanted to talk about is a myth that goes around that makes it very difficult for you to be fully honoring of yourself when you're around family members. And it's a commonly heard myth: your parents did the best they could. I'd like to challenge you right now. Imagine yourself the next day, waking up, going to work, whatever encounters you have with human beings, whatever tasks you need to do it at 100%, not 80%, not 50%, 100%, all day long. Be very attentive with every human being. Really listen to what they're saying and be emotionally and intellectually responsive. With your work, be excellent. Go above board. Really think about what else you could do here. And go home and make a brilliant dinner. It's exhausting to do the best you can do. Certainly doing it day in and day out, which is what is required of parents, is, I'm sorry, impossible. If you think that that's the truth, I'm going to say it out loud, I think you're delusional. No one does the best they can, and that includes parents. Your parents did what they did. As human beings, you may know their backstory, you may not, and it might be helpful to you to know their backstory. Imagine yourself calling them by their first name instead of mom and dad, mom and mom, or dad and dad, whatever. Whoever your caregiver was, just call them by their first name in your mind. Imagine them as people and really get a sense of, if you really recognized who they were as human beings, how you would respond to them. Again, I'm going to be writing a lot more about the holidays. Feel free to visit me at ingalarson.com. And regardless, if you're going, if they're coming, or if you're simply here by yourself, I wish you the best. And remember, January 2nd will get here. Not nearly as soon as you think, but it will get here. Peace.